what is it to you? What's the meaning?
I was basically just having a hard time at uni. I was just fully struggling with everything. Like I passed the degree, I had a great time, but like it is a lot of work, and like add your own personal life on top of that.
It's pressure, isn't it? It's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, and also like as well as trying to be a musician like properly as well, because in my third year there was a lot of emphasis on like you should be doing a lot of real world stuff now. Like we don't want you to just fall into the deep end when you finish uni. So
what is real world? What do you mean? That's what I'd be like.
So I've had a lot of weird lectures at uni. Like what is real? What is cool? What is this, that,
it's
the
fantasy.
Other? Honestly, everything's subjective. That's the only thing.
That's true. That's true. I've got to say it. Hello again, because I went to record it. Then I realised it wasn't on record. Guys, these things happen. But yeah, welcome to Lizzie 1-to-1. Please don't forget to subscribe. And today I have Eliza May.
Yes,
did I say it right?
You did.
So it was meant to be. It was meant to be just for your name.
I know.
That's all it was. So tell me a little bit about yourself and your sound as well.
So I'm a singer-songwriter. I've been writing music since the age of like 11, 12. And like we were talking before, I've got influences from like Tori Kelly, Corinne Bailey Rae, a bit of Frank Turner, and there's a band I love called Skinny Living, so I kind of grab a bit from them. You've
done a few covers as well, I've noticed on YouTube.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's talk about that, because YouTube is such a big platform.
Yeah.
And even people like Justin Bieber, Tori Kelly herself being spotted when she got rejected from American Idol.
Yeah.
So why is that so important for artists like yourself to be on?
I think it's just an easy way of getting yourself out there. Like if you're on YouTube, a lot of people watch YouTube on the daily, and like, you know, if you're up
that's
there
so true.
songs,
it's just part of your life, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Like I go onto YouTube probably like 2 or 3 times a week, like dedicated. Like there's a slot in my schedule for it.
Like on it.
Oh yeah, but I think it's just an easy way to get yourself out there and like plug your own music without having to like go through a manager or like, you know, do anything too like big or spontaneous. Like it's just a little cover here and there, you know.
So are you independent right now?
Yeah.
So do you enjoy having your own say, or are you looking in the future to be signed?
Sort of. So like I enjoy doing it myself. Like I like having the full control, but it is a lot of work. Like when you get to the stage that like, you know, where big artists are at, like you're gonna need a manager. So like,
of course,
the more that comes away, maybe I might get a manager.
And there's a lot of stuff for you to be when you want to focus on the music. You want to be just solely focused on that as well.
Exactly.
And there's something I've noticed about your music, which we are going to get into, The Fall, which was released. Was it 2019 and 2019? You've also dropped a few songs throughout the way.
I do.
But I love your tracks because you build up. Like every time you think you're having that, okay, that's the start of the song. You got a lovely instrumental to each one, and then you add layers, and it's like you're just serving us treats every time. And when you think, oh, okay, I'm enjoying this, I'm jamming to this. Oh, there's more to come. Okay.
I just love adding so much in, but like,
where does that come from?
I've just got too many ideas. That's my problem. Like, I start with
you
like
know what? I love
concept.
that. I love that. Yeah.
I start with this little concept, and it'll normally just be like a little bit of lyrics here or a guitar, like chord sequence, and then I'll just start building. And I have an obsession with harmonies. Like every track on there has got harmony.
So that's all your own harmonies, and that I love. That's so good, because even you have a lot of artists that were auto-tuned, let's be honest.
Yeah.
and with yours, and even like the electrical musical equipment, all that, add that in. Yours is very stripped back and it's raw and it's nice though. You use everything that's around you musically and the instruments.
I mean, when I wrote that EP, I started writing it just like as random songs, and I was like, oh, this probably won't go anywhere yet. Like I didn't plan to actually put it out the way it was put out. So
that's interesting.
The Fall itself, that song was actually just like a uni project. So I wrote it within 2 weeks because I was panicking to get it in for a deadline. But then like I realised that it wasn't actually that bad of a song. I actually liked it, and I put in like 8 layers of harmonies, like, and I just kept adding and adding to it so that I could get a decent mark, but also like make it sound like as best as it could. But no, it's kind of out there now. So
that reminds me of that thing, was it? Have you ever seen that on YouTube with Maggie Rogers and Pharrell Williams?
No.
He goes to this kind of like a college, which I guess is like our university in America. And I can imagine you'd be that kind of person where you'd be bobbing his head because the way she layers her music and her influences, you can hear that in yours, like the stuff that you are passionate about. Because obviously it's indie pop, and that also makes it a lot different, because people like to go just pop. But obviously you never know, in the future you might venture into different genres. So are you thinking about doing that?
Sort of. So I can never determine what style a song's going to be until I've written it. So like the other day I got some inspiration. I was just sat in my dining room just like having a jam to listen. I was listening to loads of other people's music and I was like, wait, I've kind of got a line.
You're that cool friend, aren't you?
I try. Not always.
I want her around.
But I was just like having this little jam and I was like, oh, this is slightly different to what I've done before. And so I just carried on writing it, and now it's finished now, like in like a rough like guitar and vocal kind of format.
Oh, so we've got more. You're gonna
more
do
risk-covered, yeah.
I like that. So 2020 or definitely 2020.
Definitely 2020. Like I've been rehearsing with my band for like the last couple of months, and they know all my new songs now. Like,
so what is your band called, for those that don't know?
It's just Eliza May at the moment, because I've had loads of band members like come in and out, so like it's a bit difficult to kind of call them.
And it's like a relationship.
Yeah.
And so you have you don't know how it's gonna go. Let's be honest.
Exactly.
Sometimes. But I wanted to get into a track called Noughts and Crosses.
I've had enough of touching the glass from the outside. I felt enough to part the seas of emotion. No, this is not an invite to see what's happening inside my mind. It's just a song.
So good.
Oh, thank you.
And not just that, obviously go and check it out because there's more. You offer
so
more. And it's so good because, like you said, how you layer it, the harmonies.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the meaning of the song Noughts and Crosses, because obviously that is a childhood game.
Yeah,
so
right.
what is the infusion of it? Why did you call it?
I was kind of just trying to find phrases that were a bit quirky, like, because a lot of the time at uni you get told to write a certain way, or like they'll give you a brief and they'll be like, oh, aim to like kind of be similar to this artist for the brief. But I ended up being
Do you like that though?
It depends. Like, if I'm in the mood, go for it.
You're like, you know what? I don't care. I'm just like, fuck it.
But I was just a bit like, oh, okay, that's cool. Like, I'll try and be a bit quirky, you know. But I didn't write this one for a brief, but I just kind of wanted to be a bit quirky with it and do what I wanted with it. And I originally wrote this song about kind of being like on the sidelines, being a bit in the background, like the whole Noughts and Crosses won't be forgotten, because like you're an adult now, like I'm an adult, you know, we're not going to be playing.
And it
like games.
it can be like a lot of responsibilities come with being an adult, and you realise that when you're a kid, it's that kind of like fearless factor.
Yeah.
I always joke, and so like when you jump like a fence or something or whatever, a hurdle, you don't care.
Exactly.
But when you get old, you're like, should I go? Should I do it? Should I do it? Have I got that thing? So So is it just like acknowledging that you are going into that adulthood?
Kind of. It's kind of just about like not being, you know, forgotten and not on the sidelines. You're okay to grow up, you know, and do different things and try everything, and you know, as long as you put your first foot forward, you'll be fine. Like,
what was school like for you then?
Interesting.
Yeah.
I feel like I preferred like college and like university a lot more compared to school.
Same.
Because like when I was at uni and at college, I was specialising in music, so like there's an interest there. Like I'm not going to go into it, it's going to be
you can
bored.
solely focus on that passion.
Exactly. But no, in school I was doing math, science, English, like all of it, and I do not like maths. Like, I'm saying that now. I hate maths. It's not a strong point of mine. And I ended up taking it at like A levels, because I had to do an A level to get into my college.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, I'm stuck doing maths now for like
for
another 2 years.
You're like, great. Thanks for that.
Like, I feel like everyone just needs to know the bare basics. Like, and then like, you know, as long as you can count money, you know, just some subtractions, some like addition, that's all you need. Like,
equations and all that. Yeah, if you want to be a scientist, you go ahead.
But for me, like, it's a bit irrelevant.
I was the opposite. I love maths, but I never got a good grade, so it was infuriating. I was like, what am I doing wrong?
It sounds stressful.
So I think it can be the teacher sometimes as well.
I agree.
But yeah, school, and also kids can't be kind when you're at school.
Yeah.
At least in college, you're becoming that adult.
Yeah.
And you're finding yourself. That's kind of like the discovery part, I feel, colleges.
Yeah, I
or
think so.
sixth form if you stay on. But yeah, I thought we'd get into your titled EP, The Fall.
Go for it.
I leave it all behind, but do I hold it by my side? I don't know if I can take the fall, so hold me up until I'm whole.
Do you know, when I listen to yours, it reminds me of when I was about 16. No, I think it's that kind of the indie side of your voice, because a lot of Paramore influence, like Hayley Williams, in particular Hayley Williams, especially like her new release. What was it called again?
Simmer.
Thank you, Simmer.
Love Simmer.
She has that you have that kind of like sound where it's unique, but it does have that resonance, that kind of era where when I was 16.
Yeah.
Do you ever like think about it and think, do you realise you have that?
I don't think I realised it, but I know that like when I was younger, so like 14, 15, 16, I was listening to a lot of Paramore, like I was into You Me at 6 and like All Time Low and those kind of like indie like rock bands that kind of weren't too pop but weren't too rock. They were just like smack bang in the middle. So like
nice to listen to.
Yeah, just pleasant on the ears.
They just weren't too much, because sometimes it can get to the point where you're like, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like that. So what is the Fool? Yeah. For those that don't know, what is the intention behind that?
So I was like writing my dissertation. I was also doing another massive third year project, and one of the tasks that we were set to do was to kind of make your own kind of project, and what I chose to do was go around the UK and like just jam with my musician friends and take the songs I'd already written and then turn them into like a bit like a fusion of their style and mine. But I ended up going to Liverpool to see my friend Amelia Wallace. She's an amazing musician that, I love her so much. But she basically did the keys on that. But we hadn't written a song. We were like, I've come up this way, like, I've only got 2 weeks to my deadline, should probably finish writing this song. And we were just, like, in the Lipper studios, like, Liverpool Institute of Performing Arts, like, that's where she goes to uni. And I was like...
Beatles, everything, you name it.
Paul McCartney, so, like, we were in there, like, trying to rush these, like, chords down. I was like, I've just got this guitar part, like, help me. So it was kind of like a collaborative effort, but the lyrics-wise, I was just writing about kind of being in between my head and my heart, because... Like, I had a lot of things going on. I was trying to finish my degree at the same time. Yeah. Like, I was going to uni in Cornwall as well as, like, travelling up to Liverpool and going down to Brighton and back to Birmingham.
So it's based in Cornwall, that's where your uni was?
Yeah.
And you're originally from Birmingham,
So
that's quite a distance. So why did you choose there to go?
It was just, you know when you get a vibe and you get, like, a gut feeling? Like, when I went
felt like
there...
your accent nearly went into it there. You know, we're gonna...
It comes and
I don't want to
goes,
reenact it. I'll do a terrible job.
But no, when I got there, I got such a good gut feeling, and I was like, I kind of feel like I'm meant to be there. So I just kind of followed my gut, because it was between like Cornwall or South Wales actually. Yeah, they were my two like.
So you like Wales?
Then? I love Wales.
You got the nice little beaches. Like,
I think I'm just drawn to the sea. Like,
it's nice. It recharges you as well.
Yeah, it's calming.
It's really nice and to relax too. I like that in a way you've kind of discovered yourself through
a little bit,
going to uni. Do you feel that as well?
I think so, because like I didn't really know what direction my music was going, and I was writing loads of songs when I was younger, but like, you know, when you realise that all your work just isn't that good until a certain point.
You know what, fair enough, you know, fair enough you notice that and you can critique yourself.
Yeah.
Because some people can't take that on and they get so egotistical, and they think that their work is completely, the bomb.
I'm so harsh on myself, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'll try and make something so good and I'll be like, is it finished? I don't know. I could probably make it better. I don't know.
I like that. So what a great track to get into now. I Plead.
Yeah, go for it.
We just spoke about. I even like the way you emphasise when you sing certain lyrics and the notes, and it really resonate, which is nice. I always want to see it, like your kind of music. I want it like in an indie film as well.
Oh, I'd love
it's
that.
So cool. It's got that vibe to it, though, hasn't it? Where it's really nice and chilled and laid back, but it's also got that kind of presence where it draws you in. Yeah. Each part of it does.
I mean, I tried.
No, I'm not just saying. I was saying to you when I was editing and downloading your music, I ended up listening to more than I was going to listen to because it was so good.
Thank you.
No, it is. It's ridiculously good. So what about, I plead, are you pleading to someone yourself? So for those that don't know, obviously I have my own interpretation, but what is it to you? What's the meaning?
I was basically just having a hard time at uni. I was just fully struggling with everything. Like I passed the degree, I had a great time, but like it is a lot of work, and like add your own personal life on top of that.
It's pressure, isn't it? It's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, and also like as well as trying to be a musician, like properly as well, because in my third year there was a lot of emphasis on like you should be doing a lot of real world stuff now, like we don't want you to just fall into the deep end when you finish uni. So
what is real world? What do you mean? That's what I'd be like.
So I've had a lot of weird lectures at uni, like what is real, what is cool, what is this, that, the
fantasy.
Other. Honestly, everything's subjective. That's the only thing
that's
I learned.
True. That's true.
But no, they tried to set you up for real world, so I was just struggling with everything and trying to cope with it all, but kind of like try and seem fine. And I just kind of just wrote about it. I was just like, I just need some air to breathe. Like, it's one of the lines like, I can't breathe. Like,
I think that's really important to even people that are young, that feel pressured in even choosing subjects or career-wise. There's a lot of pressure in that, and I think people forget. So people do need guidance. So if you have that friend or someone to talk to, you feel like you can't, you should. So did you have anyone that you could express apart from your music? But
so there's a girl that I work with called Holly Brearley. She's like my photographer, but she's also like my best friend. I met her in Cornwall, but we actually lived like 10 minutes up the road from each other here in Birmingham.
Yeah.
So, like, perfect. I know, it was like meant to be.
What advice did she give you then?
She just was there for me. Like we're very similar as people. So if I was going through something, she'd probably be going through it. We're very synced. It's very weird.
I was about to go. This is when I was on about in the International Women's Day period. So, you know, when you hang around women for a long time, obviously men, you won't get this, sorry. But when you hang around certain females, you end up being synced because you're like so next, like constantly next to each other.
No, we're on that level, honestly. Like joined at the hip.
Point. But yeah, I like that you are so open with music, and I think you need to be as an artist. Is it scary writing it down?
Always. So I'll be feeling something and I want to express it, and then I'm like, I've got to think about how my mom's going to interpret this, my nan, my brother, like my family, like, and then other people after that, and it's like, are they going to accept it? Are they going to like it? Are they going to think I'm stressing too much? Because a lot of the stuff I talk about is is kind of like how I'm feeling in the moment. So like in that track, I was just having a hard time. I was probably like feeling a little bit anxious at times as well, because so much was going on. And I don't really want my mom thinking like, you know, that like she has to worry about me or anything.
I think that's interesting, because I think you're the first. Obviously, I've spoken to Vital and he's been open with his music, but I think you're the first to say that you do think about your relatives, what they're gonna think about the music. But at the end of the day, being an artist, you have to talk your truth.
Exactly. And like I'm very conscious with what I write about, but I kind of try and do it in a way that is like all my emotions are able to get down on the paper, and then if I have to tweak it afterwards to kind of be a little bit more presentable, like, then fair enough. But like,
no, good on you there. I respect that. So I thought we'd get into Fading Away.
Go for it.
We were walking down the side by the city lights, and there was nothing you could do to change my mind. Oh, I know, I've been sinking for a while now.
So you said there you've been singing for a while, and I don't think you could. So who is that about? Yeah, it was.
So originally, you know when you're just trying to write a good song, this is going to sound so bad, but I basically didn't have like an aim of what the song was going to be about. So I just started writing lines that sounded good and kind of smashed it all together.
Yeah, but you say that, but you know, is it Paloma Faith?
Yeah.
She's very open, and some people would like, you know, critique her for that, but she's very open in the fact that she said sometimes her songs are like role play. Yeah. Like she'll put out tracks for people that she thinks who will connect to it, but they aren't necessarily
about
her, or she's just a very good liar.
Yeah, she's probably both.
I mean, she's an actress.
Yeah.
There is that element. But yeah, let's talk about the build up in the song as well, the sound.
Yeah, so originally I wrote that as like just a guitar and vocal track, and then I wrote that I think in my first year of uni. So that was, you know how I said before there was a lot of music before that that I was not happy about. Like I was writing, I was like, this is all right.
Hundreds, you're like, oh God.
Honestly, like I've got a whole notebook of like songs that just should never be seen.
You never know, someone might have them.
Maybe. Maybe. But no, I just kind of took it to uni, and then I met a guy called Jamie Farnell, and I don't talk to him much anymore. I miss him so much, but he's a producer and also a bass player. So he played the bass on there and kind of helped me put
Who does the drums? Who does the drums?
A guy called Jacob Biddle. He is one of my best friends, but
he sounds wicked on that.
He's so good. He's an open-handed left-handed drummer. So
and the fact that it's open.
No, you can be like a left-handed drummer and then like cross over it.
There's me thinking, do left-handed people hide the fact that
he's open?
I'm shamed. I'm sorry.
No, he just plays open-handed. So like you can play on right-handed drum kits if you wanted to. But no, he's such a talented drummer, and I was just really lucky to find him at uni. But he lives in Cornwall, so I no longer have him as like part of my solid band anymore, which is heartbreaking.
So where did, because obviously you busk as well.
Yeah.
That's another big thing that you do, apart from your channel that people can find you on. It is Eliza May official, is it, or the music?
It should be Eliza May official. With YouTube, it's one of those things where you need like a certain amount of followers to get like a custom URL. So I'm like 10 followers away from like a custom URL.
Come on, people, subscribe.
Please subscribe. But if you type in Eliza May, you'll probably find me.
So where would you say is your favourite place to busk? Or where, like, the best experience, maybe?
I think the best experience is it's classic New Street in Birmingham, like. But the game always changes when new shops pop up. It sounds really weird.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So in 2017, me and my friend Amelia, we used to busk like twice a week. Yeah. We were busking quite a lot and learning new songs every week. So we'd have something fresh for the next week. Because you can earn a lot of money from busking, to be honest. And like between uni, it was kind of like a bit of an income for me.
But it's a living in a way, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. And it's a way of getting your music out there that's free. Like you're just on the street having a good time. Like if people want to listen, they can.
It's like it is a way, like a networking system in a way.
I've met some really cool people whilst busking. Like some of my friends are buskers, like, and they're just absolutely amazing.
I was going to ask what's the most you've earned. Such a terrible question.
Oh God, no.
No, I'm joking. I'm already going to put you in that.
To be honest, I always split the money with whoever I'm with anyway.
I think that's nice. A bit like when you wait and you'll split the tips.
Yeah.
Or something. So what? And also you've performed at quite a few different places, spots. So which different spots have you performed? Because obviously you've been on. Is it Birmingham Radio? No.
Brum Radio.
That's it. Radio. Been on there, and a few others. So which one of them has been an experience where you haven't forgot?
Oh, in my career, there's been loads of little things that have like really like stuck out. I've been like, oh my God.
Was it O2 and London, isn't it?
Yeah. So there's a music charity called Nordoff Robbins, and I was just scrolling through like my feed one day, and there was an advert saying, "Oh, come and like perform in the O2," and I was like, that's a bit random, might as well click on that. So it was such a random ad, but there's a like page called Buskin in London, and they put all these opportunities up, and so I just clicked on it and applied, and they were like, oh yeah, this is, we need people to like perform inside the O2 like in London to raise money for the charity Nordoff Robbins, and it's a music charity.
But what an opportunity as well, in the same sense.
I know,
so you're helping someone out and getting exposure.
Exactly. Like my heart is very deep into like community music kind of projects, because I work in that kind of setting as well. So I gig and I kind of do this as kind of a full-time job, but I also go into like schools and like hospitals and youth centres, and I teach people with mental health issues and disabilities how to get into music, or just like school kids, just anyone that needs help, like which is needed. Yeah, exactly. Like it's a way of expression.
We need more people like you.
Oh, thank you.
We're doing in the world.
I genuinely just think though that there's such a good like vibe you get when you're able to help someone express themselves, and they do something that they don't expect themselves to do as well. Like you also
find a little bit of yourself through with the people. And I think after school, people do shut off and think they don't have to learn. Yeah. And it's so important, like you said, to go out there and actually help people. If you've got a gift, you should also encourage other people to do it.
Because like I'd rather like say, oh, I've impacted this many people. I can see that they're doing well in their lives, than go, I've made it really big, but I did nothing, nothing else.
I did absolutely nothing. But it was worth it.
Oh yeah. No, I love just seeing like the joy and happiness that other people get out of music. It's just so.
Well,
lovely.
your music is ridiculously good. I'm not just saying it. And are you releasing any? When would you say? Have you got a date yet on your new music?
I haven't got a date, so I'm currently like piling it all together. I've got a little Word document with it all on, but no, my band and I are currently in the studio.
You know what? That's good enough for us to know that there is going to be more.
It is coming. Like I've been so slow. I'm one of those people that writes for ages, and then if a song sits really well with me for a while,
but you want it to be a certain way, don't you?
Yeah, like if it sits with me for a while, I'm like, this is still good in like a couple of months' time.
That's
then I'm
such
like,
a good way of thinking.
This is all right to put out.
It'll resonate with someone else.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So you know what? I thought we'd play a little fun game.
Oh, go on.
As well. Okay, so this is a fun game of name 5 things.
Oh, okay.
So you're gonna pick out one of the topics, read it to yourself, and then I'm going to give you 30 seconds on the clock to name 5 things. And, it'll just be, just a little bit like this.
Oh, God, the pressure.
It's like, it always reminds me of when I was a kid playing Operation.
Yeah. Oh, God.
And if you get it wrong, you will hear one of these.
Oh, no.
But if you get it right...
That's what I'm here for.
So
I'm just going to pick it out and read it.
Yeah, would you like to go first?
Oh, can you go first? I'm scared. I'm so bad at games.
Oh, I suppose I'll go first. Just to let you know, it's not just me that wrote these.
Okay.
Because I don't like cheating.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, I don't really remember what I put in there.
Oh, God.
So it gets stuck.
Oh, no.
Don't worry, they're not rude. I'm not that bad. Oh, it's one, thank God. Okay, so as soon as I read it,
yeah,
I think you should read it for me.
Oh, okay.
Actually.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
because that's better, isn't it?
Yeah. Are you ready?
Right, I'm ready. Right, name 5 instruments.
Oh, hold on. Go on. Oh, just 5 instruments.
Yeah, just 5 instruments.
Okay. This is my brain just completely goes right. Obviously, drums, guitar. No, electric guitar, bass guitar, triangle, glockenspiel. Wait.
Oh my God, glockenspiel. No one says that normally. Oh my gosh.
What is the actual did I say
like
it right?
Yeah, you did. My brain just saw a xylophone though. That's all that came to my brain.
Oh, a xylophone.
Yeah, because they're similar, aren't they?
Do you remember at school, there was at my school when we were kids, I used to bring out all the instruments, and then we'd all fight for that xylophone. Mine.
No one wanted the triangle.
You're the kid that was hitting the block. You're like, oh,
I know.
Do I really have to hit
again?
This? Right then. So you pick out yours, and then I'll read yours then. Here we go.
This
is a long
one.
No. If you listen to this on audio, that'll sound weird. but okay. Wow. Okay. Here we go.
Oh,
hello. Right. Name 5 things you should take with you when you're going camping.
Oh God, a tent, bottled water,
ding,
clothes,
ding,
a pillow,
yep,
and a sleeping bag.
Amazing.
Yeah.
You're on this.
Thank you. I had to really think though.
It does though, doesn't it? Like the simplest ones, I've realised sometimes your brain just completely
you just
goes
go blank.
I'm so bad with that.
Oh.
Right. Okay. I'm trying.
I can do it.
I swear I'm not looking.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, okay. This is a good one. Name 5 characters out of Stranger Things.
Oh, I love Hopper.
Yep.
11.
Yep.
Will. Oh, don't you dare do this to yourself, Liz. You love Stranger Things.
Come on, you can do it.
Dustin.
Yes.
Oh, God. How many seconds I've got left? Oh, 10 seconds.
Come on, you can do this.
Demi Gorgon.
Yep, that'll count.
I can't tell you how much stress I just had just then.
I kind of saw it, I was feeling for you.
Do you know when you've got, you just love it? I get to the point where if I don't name these, then I'm not a fan.
Yeah.
You're not a fan.
No, I get
What's
you.
the mum's name? What's the mum's name in it? She was in Edward Scissorhands as well.
She kind of looks a bit like my mum. So,
does she?
Yeah, just a little bit. But I know
I've
that
got to meet
she's...
her, just pretend like I took a picture. I'll be like,
oh my God,
look, it's Will's mum.
No, I can't remember her name.
She should definitely go to one of those pop-up bars because they're doing Stranger Thing pop-up bars in Birmingham. I can't remember when, but that'd be hilarious.
I need to know.
Just turn up with all the gear that she wears as well.
She could pass, honestly.
Be great. Right, so
right,
yeah. There's pink ones as well. Just saying.
The pink one.
This. I mean, I feel like this is your pressure now.
Oh no.
So, name 5 Tori Kelly songs.
Oh, okay. Unbreakable Smile.
Oh, yep.
Paper Heart.
Mm-hmm.
She's got a new one called Reckless Love.
You even knew the new one?
Oh, yeah.
That's 3.
Oh,
2 more.
I can't think. Oh,
sing them in your head.
It's on the top of my head.
Sing them in your head.
It's not going to come to me. I'm one of those people that can like remember the lyrics and not the names.
Because I'm... Because I'm... Hello.
Hello. My God.
Well, you know what? That makes me feel
the struggle is just so real. It's the timer,
better.
you know. It's like I can hear it. I'm like, oh my God.
It's like niggling at your head. Come on.
Yeah.
Get it. Right.
Oh,
so is that's 2-1. I mean, I don't win
Yeah.
anything, but it's 2-1. Here we go. Oh, I did not look. I swear. I did this every time.
Right. Oh, this is a clever one.
Okay.
Name 5 films with "fall" in the title.
Falling Down.
Okay.
What else has fall? Come on, directors. Why didn't you name your films with fall more often?
There should be loads.
I feel like there probably is. The Lord of the Fall. That one. I don't know. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. That's the only one I had is Falling Down.
Oh my God, that was a tough one. Oh my God,
Calm down. No, there we go.
That was pretty tough though. Like,
have you got any? I don't know any.
No, I'm better at like songs and like TV show names.
It's really. I should have put deep. That's really harsh on
Like,
myself.
Imagine if you said songs like "Free Falling" by like Tom Petty. Like that's classic.
Well, if any of you do know any, please leave a description because I had no idea.
No.
This is another long one.
Oh my God.
I love how I bracketed the end just in case I didn't get it. So, name 5 things not to do at work. You shouldn't. Well, basically, you shouldn't do at work.
Smoke inside. Wee anywhere other than the toilet.
Yes, that's a good.
You should wash your hands. Oh wait, you shouldn't do.
This is something you need to tell us.
You shouldn't cough on yourself. I don't know. Don't throw up.
Coronavirus.
Yeah, coronavirus. Don't throw up. Don't take your shoes off. That's a bit grim.
You did it. I'm impressed you did it.
It was just very stressful in my brain then.
I love the one, don't cough on yourself. And don't wee where you shouldn't wee.
It's because I've been around a lot of kids in the last week. So like, my brain was like, what would you not do in like a primary school or like a secondary school?
That's a very good point. And do you know what? It's sad. That was the last one.
Oh no.
I feel like this has gone like really quick.
Yeah.
It's already like 30 minutes gone.
Oh my God.
But you know what? I'm really looking forward to your new music.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, really? I'm not just saying that. I'm not just saying it for the cameras or the audio on Spotify. So is there any upcoming gigs we can go and see?
So on the 9th of March, I don't know when this is going up.
Probably after 11th. I know you got one, is it 20? No, 16th, is it? Or 18th?
Oh my God, I have no clue.
Got loads.
I've got so many gigs. I made a post on my Instagram.
Definitely, you got check out, is it the Canal?
Yeah, so I play at the Canal House and the Botanist.
That's it.
And they're in Birmingham. I play at them quite regularly. But in April, this is a bit of an exclusive.
Oh, okay. Tease it, Liz, at the start.
Oh, yeah. So, I'll be playing at the Actress and Bishop with my band for the first time this year.
Oh, wow.
On the 3rd of April. So
3rd of April. I've got to put that on my little diary.
Pop it in. We're supporting
someone. You got a time?
No, not yet. So the show's still actually being put together, but it's run by the Future Sound Project guys. So
it's all fresh in the makings.
New music will be played there, just so people are, like, you know, they know it's coming. Like that new song I wrote the other day will be on there.
Oh wow! So that'll be an exclusive as well. So you'll treat people to a new track.
Yeah, there's like 3 new tracks that I haven't really played with my band yet, or like properly in public.
Well, you got my support. I'm not just saying it's wicked.
You're more than welcome at any of my gigs.
I'd love to. I'd love to come down. No, you've been a pleasure to have on. You're such a lovely person. No, you can see that your aura, how you talk, and talented. Do you edit all your own music?
Sort of. So I can do everything myself if I wanted to, but like, I normally just get the band in, and then I get help from a producer. And
you play guitar.
It's
the amount of empowerment, I'm just saying.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So where can we find you on social media?
So on Facebook and Instagram, it's Eliza May Official. On Twitter, it's Eliza May Music. Because when I made my Twitter, originally that wasn't...
Don't worry, I'll get this.
The handle was taken. I was like, God damn it. So that's Eliza May Music.
Yeah.
My SoundCloud is Eliza_May.
Yep.
And then if you just type in Eliza May on Spotify, you'll probably find all my stuff.
And I'll pop a few videos at the end that you could click on.
Oh yeah.
And watch them. But thank you so much for joining me.
No, thank you for having
me.
And
if you'd like to say goodbye to everyone.
Yeah, see you later.
Yeah, don't forget to subscribe and to your channel as well.
Oh yeah,
thanks.
subscribe.